talk now. I can hear I can hear myself now.
Yeah, I can hear myself too.
What's good? Exactly, we need the air horn.
Fireworks. And the crowd goes wild.
Exactly. Oh my God, Tanika live now. Look, I'm watching us on there. Wait, let me turn this off. Wait, I gotta turn my sound all the way down. I know what to do.
I don't see me. See?
Shouts out to Marv. And shouts out. Yeah, I like that. That was cute. I got a little drop.
It's not on my page.
It is.
I don't see it.
Tamika, wait.
Should I come out?
Just chill.
Oh, okay.
Because right now what's happening is we're not even doing the show. We're just doing technical crap.
Oh, are we?
But we are now. We're on the show. I'm saying we're not doing the show when we're supposed to be doing the show.
Oh, okay. So why do I see you and I don't not see me?
What?
Hey, look.
Tamika, what are you talking about?
I can see you on your phone, but I can't see you on mine.
Bro.
Do
you have that button? Bruh. Do you got the
bruh
here we
button?
Go. Yeah, we need the bruh. We need it. You have to turn your sound down. Yes.
What's the button? You know, I'm just...
Down. There we go.
Guys, I just got an iPhone, okay? Just forgive me. I'm an Android type of girl, but I must say, Sienna was right. Android is the best. I mean, sorry.
Android is the what? Is the what? Is the worst?
iPhone is the best.
It is.
I mean, I'm like looking at myself in a whole new world. Like, was I really that cute?
It is. That's how it feels when the first.
I feel beautiful.
When the first little apple pops up and it's like, you're like, like. I don't know.
My gosh! I mean, yeah, you were absolutely right.
I told you.
It's better. I feel. I don't feel dirty. Like I feel now like bougie.
You should.
Yeah.
I told you. And also for the record, I usually am right.
Well, okay, Capricorn.
I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know.
Well, you were definitely right on this one because I am so loving my iPhone and I cannot wait till I get it down pat. So guys, forgive me right now if I don't know what I'm doing or I'm asking Sienna questions because I'm looking forward to navigating through this damn iPhone. I just feel like a rich bitch right now. Okay?
I'm like her personal Siri when it comes to the iPhone, apparently.
Yeah,
I'm like, look for maps. It says maps.
Well,
maps right there.
Well,
press the map. That's what we were doing in the car. She couldn't find the maps icon on there, and I was like, press maps.
Because Android says maps navigation.
Right there. Press the map.
I was like, where? Where it says maps.
Maps. There it is. She'll get it.
I'm part of the iPhone world now, so I'm a proud member. I can say I've been initiated.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sensei.
It's so sad that we have to make it like that. Like, there's no difference really, but there is at the same time.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
See?
It's just the way you navigate through the phone. However, the pixels and everything on this iPhone, to me, and I swear by Android that it took better pictures and everything because from what I saw. But now being a part of
that your eyes have been, the veil has been lifted.
Oh my goodness!
You have bitten the apple with the rest of us now.
For sure.
Now you're gonna just keep going down this,
Yeah. I'm an iPhone girl. I can't see myself turning back, and it's only been like 2 days or something like that. The phone feels good. It's like milky. The way everything looks. Yeah, I'm an iPhone girl.
Look. And speaking of other new things, if you are looking at where we are right now, things. Let me get a little more comfortable. Let's get a little more comfortable.
Oh, did it.
The Pink Panther.
Did it.
Oh, even better. You see what I'm saying? Even better. Do you guys get to see?
Do y'all get this?
A master at work.
You are. What are you smoking? Are you smoking? Oh.
Has it E-Pen or something?
I was about to say, like, I didn't know it was that kind of studio. It's not. Okay.
Yes. Well, as Sienna was saying, we're on a new platform, guys.
We are. Shouts out to us.
Shouts out to us, Bravery Studios.
Shouts out to them, too.
Yeah. I mean, listen, give your input. How do you guys like us on this new platform? I mean, I love it. How about you?
So far, I'm loving it.
So far, so good.
We're feeling it out. This is our, first day back in the fall at that. You know what I mean?
It's been about 2 weeks since we've been on. Mm-hmm. So we have lots to talk about, guys. And I want to say shout out to everybody in the Facebook world, YouTube world, Anchor,
yeah.
all the good stuff. Yeah. And we'll be uploading back on Spotify and everything, guys. Again, this is a new platform that we're on, so just give us a second. I know you like listening to us in the car as well at times. I had about 3 people come and tell me that they do listen to us on Spotify.
Nice.
So that really made me happy. And we'll be back on there. Just give us till about next week.
Yeah.
You know, and
next
everything.
Week will be like old hat at this already. We'll know what we're doing.
Absolutely. So shout out to Bravery Studios.
Yeah.
Hey.
We like it.
Yay.
Right? Cute.
We're freshmen again here.
I know. It feels like episode 1.
It does.
All over again. And in a good way, though. In an elevated way.
Yeah, it's just constant reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that.
Yeah, I like this. I like this feel.
Remember we were talking about like this whole year to me has been like that number 9, which is like endings, right?
Okay.
And endings also mean new beginnings.
Yes.
So you know what I mean? We're in that flow. We're totally in that flow.
I totally feel it. I totally feel it.
Yeah.
So how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Oh, shouts out to MG Style 25. If you guys are on my Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and shouts out to YouTube too, because I'll be on it. But I still model, so I did a photo shoot. I did like 6 different looks, and it really, really invigorated just my desire to do that. Like I kind of stepped away for a little while just because I'm older, so they make you feel like maybe it's not for you. But thanks to social media, those boundaries have been broken completely. Like when you look at people now, I see women that have full careers in their 50s, 60s, 70s, like
for sure
out of control. And I'm not near 50, 60, 70, so that makes me feel great that I still have like a large window. Oh, that I'm not 50, 60, 70. That's a yay. That was a yay. That one was a yay.
Well, you could be like 50, 60, 70 if you talk about Black Don't Crack.
I mean, right. That's why I'm gonna just start doing that. Like for all the castings that come up, they're like, we're looking for 6-year-old. And I'm like, I am. How you gonna tell me I'm not?
I'm black.
Right, exactly. That's all I gotta say. I'm black. They be like, she could be. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And your weekend, dear. Come on.
Well, I mean, listen, I went to Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
Hey, papi. Yeah, so I went to Puerto Rico. It was really great. The weather was amazing.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. The only thing that sucked was I realized as you get older, you just can't eat everything anymore. So the cheeses and the creams and everything, I was like, girl. I want to enjoy this, but I couldn't really enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico to me reminds me of here almost, except more of an island type of feel.
It's just here, like, but on the island.
But
imagine if like Newark was on an island.
Oh my gosh! It almost lit. I'm getting clubbing and
right, it would be crazy. I don't know.
For sure, but it was great. It was also a learning experience. It's basically about 9-10 people. Like the real world kind of vibe. 9-10 people meet up, strangers almost, basically in a house. You shared a house for a couple of days. And it was cool and it was emotional and it was fun and it was amazing and I don't regret it and I will never change not one thing.
Okay.
I went kayaking. I understand. Nice. Yeah, I understand why those are some of the exercises that therapists give people that like couples therapy, because you really have to work as a team. And I must say that I did not panic. I did not fold. We did not flip. Shout out to my boy Mo. We had each other's back and we made it across the river really well.
Oh, that's good. Kayak team. I like that. Good for you.
But I'm saying this to say that we want to segue just a little bit into COVID because Puerto Rico's guidelines when it comes to COVID is way more strict than what we have over here. Yeah. Okay, like as soon as you step into a store to get something to eat, whatever, they're checking your temperature, they're sanitizing your hands, they are wiping down the seats, whatever solution it is.
But even tell people even about like before you even went, the process, like so many places are still shut down.
Yeah. Well,
but at least you can go. But what did you have to do beforehand?
Absolutely. So you do have to take a COVID test, okay? It has to be back within 48 to 72 hours. It's the one that you kind of swab your nose. Yeah. You put it in a solution.
They didn't do the thing that was like up to your brain that everybody's talking about.
I was actually able to swab myself and they looked at you. So, I did that. And yeah, of course, Tamika, homegirl is negative. Yay. And so yeah, it's a lot of precautions. The curfew is 10 o'clock. It's reminiscent of an alarm goes off on your phone like an Amber Alert to tell you get your ass in the house. Like it's 10 o'clock.
That thing that goes off. Wow.
Yeah, or they're gonna lock you up.
That's intense.
That's intense.
Yeah.
But we stayed in a really cool Airbnb, a mansion. So we had the pool and the jacuzzi and everything. Grill.
It looks so beautiful. All the pictures, y'all must go to the Pink Elephant page and to Tamika Gordon's page on Facebook.
Yeah, shout out to the Pink
Concrete
Elephant.
Glamour on Instagram. Did you post some stuff on Instagram or no?
Well, I posted some things in my story, and I did post a picture that I had. But I can't wait for the do-over. I don't even want to say do-over. I can't wait to the second annual meet and greet, Pink Elephant meet and greet, our next excursion. We're looking forward to going to the Poconos. So any guys, females, we're going to have 2 cabins, and we're ready for the challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, estrogen versus testosterone, and I'm ready. Okay?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bombs dropping on them.
Bombs dropping on your ass. So what's up, babe? Segway.
Don't say the word segue. What the heck? Who segues is saying, all right, segue. Like,
so cheesy.
Next to you, Bob. Okay. What? Yeah. So over the course of the week or the weekend, we also got some baby news, right?
Oh, yeah.
Finally seeing a few pictures of whose baby.
Yes, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj had her baby, right?
Finally.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Well, you know what? We're not always politically correct, but from what I've been hearing on the radio and entertainment news, that it is a boy, that she finally, I believe if the gender was leaked, and if the leakage is correct, then it's a boy. So
I was nervous the way you were saying about it being politically correct. I was about to say, are they about to say like they don't want to say the gender? It's a non-gender baby.
Oh, please, guys.
I was scared when you said it. Like, we got to be politically correct. I'm going to say, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj got a non-gender baby.
Yeah, well, it's
a Harajuku doll baby.
A Harajuku doll baby, okay?
We don't know what it is.
I know. It said it's a boy. So shout out to the queen, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Being a mom is so amazing.
The last picture I saw of her was like her with this like baby to her bosom. You know what I mean? Like laying on the bed.
Love.
Drinking around the breast implant. That's what's up. I mean,
shout out to the bad bitch.
I want to get breast implants one day, probably, like just to pull them up. You know what I'm saying? Make a little fuller when I get older, but like I won't be breastfeeding any longer.
I have great boobs when I have more weight on me. I lost weight. I'm actually at my goal weight, but now my boobs are not as like full as they were before.
I must increase my bust. Yeah,
I must increase my
bust.
Boys
know about this?
Was that Judy Blume?
I don't know.
Oh, I know. I remember reading that. Like
remember that?
4th grade.
I remember that too.
Well, I think it's Judy. Yeah, I think it may be Judy Blume. Shout out to Judy Blume. That was like we read all her books.
Nothing's moving.
Nothing's moving.
No, I'm trying to move it.
Jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is a lot of padding. This is
muscle.
Some of the hacks. All of this, look, this is pad. It's not boob.
I need to wear pads. Like those kind of pads.
It's an illusion, baby, okay?
Yeah. Oh my God.
For this sweater. It's different bras for different shirts,
True.
Okay? Some days I just want my boobs to look super small because it looks good in like a white tee or something like that. Yeah. You don't want it to look too busty. Yeah, but in the sweater, I don't want to look too tiny. So I don't know.
I don't really have that option.
Girl shit.
Mine's always tiny.
No, but you have great boobs though. Tiny boobs are great.
I'm not saying that they're bad.
No, I know.
I'm just saying that they're little. That's all.
I'm with you.
Itty bitty titty committee.
Hey, shout out to the itty bitty titty committee.
What's up, y'all? We got a rap. We get love too. Speaking of boobs, Cardi B's nipples, how about those?
I didn't see that. I've heard.
You haven't seen them?
No, I didn't see it, but I heard they kind of going which way. Is that true?
They go from here to where her family's from. And
back. Man, that implants.
No, they're big. They're like, is that what it is? It's from the implants?
Sometimes the implants make them go.
Makes your areola get bigger?
Yeah, because they're stretching the skin.
Wow.
Yeah. Think about it.
I think it looked like she already had one of those like
possibly, and then she did have a baby as well, and it stretches it. But when you have that milk in your breast, your areola is bigger.
That's true.
I know even when I'm about to get on my period, and that's when they look the best, don't they? Gosh,
always. They
be so full and beautiful and pretty. But my areola gets a little bigger.
I guess so.
Yeah. So, how do we get there?
Hey, love the new setup. Shouts out to people here. Richard Nunn was good. Sienna, don't do it. Don't do what? Increase my bust. I'm trying. No, Tolu was good. It's people on your page. They shouting
you know
out.
What? Let me shout them out. Let's see what's going on. Kirkland, Danielle Kirkland, what's good, baby? Richard Nunn, yes. Wolf Nation and the mother effing house. WULF, Wake Up, Live Free. Shout out to Altaric Roach. He says, love the new setup.
See? That's what I'm saying, girl.
Feeling out to KO, Clowny, Monique, Supreme Knowledge. Shout out to to House of Soul. Manu, I love you, baby. Hanif, Talut, Diaz was good in the Pink Elephant. Y'all held me down when I was in PR. I kept the group laughing.
That's good.
Yeah. Feels good. I don't know.
What?
I wanted to talk about just a little bit about, just for a second. Have you ever like been out the country and bought weed on your own? How's that?
It's difficult, yo. It was weird. Like, first of all, the only time I had that experience is in the place you would think you would be able to get weed very easily, which was motherfucking Jamaica.
Right.
And girl, they tried to like make me scared. Like, don't ask the people on the beach. They could be undercover cops. I'm like, fuck, I can't get weed in Jamaica? Are you kidding me?
It was fucking Jamaica.
I was so like annoyed because I was on a resort.
Right.
So I feel like Jamaica, you could get bomb ass. I did eventually get weed. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of
like,
booty ass weed in Jamaica, but great weed in Puerto Rico.
I got good weed in Puerto Rico too.
Oh my gosh.
The first time I went, second time I went with my son, so there was no weed. But sadly, but the first time I went with my boyfriend at the time, and he found it. You know, some people be real good at
always
finding
get it.
They always get it.
The guys got it
different. Like us, we're always like, hey, how's it going?
By the way,
do you know? I don't know how to say it, but you know, like a little. Sometimes
marijuana,
you know, cannabis products. I don't know if CBD is
ganja,
THC is regulated here.
Right,
doing all that shit. Right. Yeah. So, but it was good weed though, at least, right?
Good weed.
That's
good weed.
Shouts out to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, really, really good weed. And the guys freaking, they went out there and they negotiated with them. They were actually getting what the weed was worth, but you know, we negotiated and we got some. Yeah.
That's
so
good.
shout out to PR for the good weed, man.
The bomb location.
Yeah.
You got some beach, some good weather.
Sienna, we're going.
Yeah.
No, we're going to the next one. We have plans. We're going back to that same spot.
Yeah,
it was amazing. The energy of the house itself when you walked in was just beautiful. So we're doing it. We're going to do it again. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. We were talking about Nicki Minaj's baby, and it's possibly a boy.
Yes.
And what was the other thing that we wanted to talk about that was a celebrity? Oh, your boy.
Tory Lanez.
Well, not your boy.
I mean, well, he was my boy. Sucks that what's going on with him, but Tory Lanez was actually charged. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny, and I don't like to be the woman that says, it's not that I didn't believe Meg, because I wholeheartedly believe Meg, but it just started everything was just sketchy. In Hollywood, you just never know, because everything is the freaking Matrix. So it's nothing wrong with asking a question. It's not that I doubt the validity, of what she's saying, but everything just seems sketchy. And what do you
mean from what? From Meg's side?
Well, from just everything.
Just the whole scenario.
Yeah, how Meg came out and actually said it.
The whole thing is
the
just
whole
weird.
Thing.
Like,
the whole
I don't
thing.
understand.
Yeah.
I don't really understand the story
At
really
all.
still. I'm kind of like, wait, so you did it, but you didn't want to tell, but you called.
But you told on Instagram, and then he made a song about not doing it.
Right, but he actually did, and now he's arrested. Well, he was arrested before, but
they let him go.
Like,
but he's charged now, but not arrested.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. Because in the hood, if you buck a girl and she says you did it, they're coming to get you.
It. Right.
That's the stories I know.
Yeah.
So Hollywood crime, I don't know. I'm not in Hollywood actually at this moment.
Not yet.
Not yet. I mean, well, we're there, but it's just not. We just haven't grabbed it.
We just don't see the Hollywood sign so closely yet. It's there.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I don't know how that goes, but if Tory Lanez is responsible for doing that, whatever charges is put against him, he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean,
out of pocket for that shit.
Word, son.
Word.
And
way out of pocket.
Word. Thank you. And that was perfect.
Right.
And he deserves them also not spinning his verse.
Yeah.
On that what's poppin', brand new. And it's sad. That's what's his name? Jack Harlow, a little white boy, has that song, and it's doing really well. Yeah, he had the best verse on there.
Tory
Lanez literally had the best verse on there. He really did.
Super
sad.
Ridiculously talented. Mm-hmm. He's just a ball of you don't even know where to place him. He can do it all, and that's what's sad. And it's like, how did you fuck up the bag, man? You just had quarantine radio on Instagram.
What they do.
That shit was amazing. I loved tuning in. It was
great.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's sad. We got Pop Smoke that's gone. That left us with amazing music, just a little bit. Tory Lanez. No one's gonna do it like Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna be acceptable coming from someone else. So
I don't think he can ever come back, or is it really this real ass cancel culture now? Because cancel culture is a little tough.
Well, Tory Lanez can come back.
You think so?
It's sad, and I'm gonna get a little weird about this, and it's because he shot a black woman.
Yeah, I can hear that.
It's hard.
And the crazy thing is
that is to accept.
You're right. You're right. We were just talking about Chris and Rihanna in the car.
Yeah.
And the crazy, like, I don't know Tory Lanez's background at all, but this definitely gives, it's sad to say, but like an edge to him that gives more like, oh, he can give insight, or he's bad boy type or something. And
forgive me. All he has to do is a forgiveness song.
Right. And which adds like longevity apparently to careers, hip hop careers specifically.
For sure.
You know? So
yeah, he's gonna get back. And if you ever look, I go on his Instagram page and I look at the comments, and all the majority of the comments say, "We not canceling Tory."
Yeah.
The majority of the comments are saying, because they feel like they don't really know what's going on, and they want to believe him. So he has a cult-like following.
They're not big enough to get like the Barbara Walters special, like a Rihanna or somebody. Remember, like she did a real ad. Who did she sit with? Oprah, right?
She sat with Oprah.
Who's gonna get, like, is Meg gonna get a Oprah interview? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna do that? Angie?
I don't even see those things. What, Vlad?
I don't know.
Well, he's looking pretty canceled these days.
Yeah, that part too.
What's going on? Sucks being you, buddy. Oh well.
Oh, you know, there's a J-Lo thing going on around right now about her saying that she's a black girl from the Bronx, but she says it like in Spanish,
like Negreta from Bronx, something like that. She
however
said.
You say it.
Yeah,
and yeah, people are not feeling that either. I'm kind of not feeling it.
Yeah, no, J-Lo. We love you for who you are.
Yeah. And be that all the time.
Yeah, all the time. I even said that about my white, like, I have like 2 white girls, and my white girls are white girls. They're not trying to be black. They're not, if they have a little swag when they if they have a little swag when they talk, it's just because they like hip hop. It's not because they're not trying. It's really because they love hip hop. And one thing I could say about white people that love hip hop, they know it more than me.
They're like, white people that fuck with hip hop they like know like deep shit.
Yeah. For sure.
Like underground or like old school.
For
like
sure.
People, especially like white guys that I know that really, really fuck with hip hop, they know like all the 90s shit, all the like, you know, whatever. They know all of that shit. You're
absolutely.
Like, you listen to this? He's like, hell yeah.
And they're super cultured.
Yeah, like
and they usually have like a black girlfriend. Or they just have black. It's like they're not the oddball out within a black crew, none of that. Whatever. But yeah, J-Lo, we love you for who you are, but sorry, darling, it's not. We don't need you to be black when it's convenient.
Right, because that was the whole thing.
when it's popping.
They also like refer back to when she had that Ja Rule song. I guess that was the I'm Real song.
Yeah,
that was a part of it. Her saying that, you know, she says niggas in the song, and you know she already made it very clear that she's not a nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That she's this specific type of Latina, which is wonderful.
Fine.
And then her excuse was that she said it because a black man wrote it. Ja Rule wrote it. So she just sang what was written. And it's like, I really think it was deeper than that. I think that you thought you could get that off because that's what a lot of like Latinos feel, or people outside of like African American or black hip hop culture feel like if they've been welcomed in, that now they have this type of access, that now they're able to, you know, they're one of the guys basically. Yeah. And you are, but you're like a cousin. You're still not brother, sister. It's different. It's just different.
You know what?
Different for me.
Fat Joe he was, I remember maybe last year, at the beginning of this year, he made a comment and he said, I'm more black than some people. Basically, he's always, but what he was saying when he broke it down and what he was saying, then Remy vouched for him, which I appreciated that even more because that's like her brother. But he's always identified with being Afro-Latina. And he brought back some old songs. And what he was saying was, not that he's saying he's more black than you, but being black and being Caribbean, he identifies with his culture a lot. See, the effed up thing about being almost black and American, right, is that the culture was stolen so much from the foundational black Americans, from the descendants of American slaves. You know, like it was stolen. You guys' originality, where let's say in the Caribbean that never kind of really left us. So then it's like in the Caribbean we have this pride about being black. It really is a pride. And in the Caribbean, we never really called ourselves niggers. You know what I'm saying? We'll call you star or brethren or something like that. But so it was a culture that's been adapted. So what he was saying, and he said it in the worst way, and I'm known for saying things effed up too. But when he broke it down and when she broke it down, because she was like, basically, good thing that she vouched for him. Like, I know my brother. He did not mean it like that, guys, you know. And I trust Remy because she just, to me, is one of the most authentic people women, rappers or whatever, as far as who she is. So he's basically saying he identifies with his culture a little bit easier, and I think that's why it's so, because we got so much more to talk about.
I just want it to be like known, like be a person that's Latina or whatever, Latino, whatever it is, that you really are always saying like, we come from Africa, like be that all the time, like that. I don't have like, you're right. We all like keep it all the way 100. Everybody does. This is where it came from. So everybody's from there, for real.
Right.
You wanna, like go all the way back.
Right.
But yes, okay. But be that all the time. Don't pick and choose. And that's the issue with J-Lo. That's the issue with like appropriation and things of that nature, is that you it's okay when it's okay, but then it's not when it's not. And it's like, nah, we don't
have the choice.
You know what I'm saying? This is who I am all the time. This is what we look like all the time. We can't 1 minute be like this, the next minute be like that, without being like an outcast from your community on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just don't do it because, you know what I'm saying, you want some hip hop sounds, or you want to sing down, or you want some good dick or whatever.
Yeah, it's insulting.
Don't do it then.
Yeah.
Like, be the Latina person that you are all the time, and that's respected and respectable. Like that's what I acknowledge. Yeah, I'm not gonna acknowledge somebody that's saying 1 minute I'm this and the next minute I'm that.
I agree. I agree, and we love everybody for who they are.
Exactly.
That's what makes the world beautiful.
Yeah, being different.
Yeah, that's it. Being different.
Totally.
When I go to different cultures, different countries, it's because I want to enjoy their culture.
Right.
I didn't go over there for my culture. That's why I can't stand when I go to different countries and they're serving me American food. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't want a cheeseburger. I want, what is it? You're Ecuadorian? Okay, can I have some of that?
You want authentic Ecuadorian
Yeah, I want authentic
food,
Ecuadorian food, and I don't want this. No, can I get your grandmother to make me a plate?
Right.
I want some good stuff. But yeah, in other news, we talked about canceling Vlad, about, basically what he said about, we didn't get too deep about Farrakhan and everything, and just the misappropriation. I wish our podcast was a little longer today. But do you want to touch on, I know there was some other things that we wanted to discuss. I'm not sure if
let's do it.
Well, we could touch on this Ice Cube right now.
Absolutely.
Because I'm kind of itching.
We have to.
And we're going to get our T-shirts made. You know what? I'm going to get them made this weekend so we can have them for next week.
Okay.
Because enough is enough.
Yeah.
2 plus 2 really is 4. It really is. It's just that simple.
It's so
sad.
It seems like it's simple, but for whatever reason, we'd rather make it hard. Lauren told us.
Wow, that was good. That was good. That was some good wit right there. I like that, Sienna.
She told us.
Even when Ice Cube says, I'm not a Biden supporter, I am not a Trump supporter. I'm trying to get black people on the way that I can do it. We still, everybody's talking. Let the man talk.
It's ridiculous. And then on top of that, the major conversation I'm seeing over and over again is about him being an entertainer.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. Oh, he's an entertainer.
Okay.
It's like, who else is doing something? Nobody else is saying anything. Nobody else is doing anything. All these other, like, I have a few friends, we've been going back and forth on all types of social media about this.
Of course.
And I have a whole host of very learned friends that would like to, recite to me about, former plans. And I understand. I'm very knowledgeable of all types of plans that have been pushed forward by people with, I guess, more government experience than Ice Cube.
Right.
But we did not being the black community did not gather and follow those plans either.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? My defense in this all the time is HR 40, which is the investigation of the cause for reparations, right, has been sitting for years and years and years and years and years and years.
Right.
And no one wants to push that forward. But yet and still, we continue to focus on the Democrats saying that they're going to be the most helpful for us. And it's very obvious that neither side has been helpful to us.
Right wing, left wing, same plane.
Exactly. Like, this is the part that we have to go back to all the time.
Absolutely.
And I can't deal with like the ignorance and just it's a big sellout to me in terms of being like a human and an American on top of that, to sit here and just vote somebody in just because we don't like the other person, even though we think this person is incapable as well. Like, I can't. I just don't understand the logic at all. I can't.
Gosh, I so much I have to say. Even when I talk to Democrats and Republicans, because for some reason when I do speak with a Republican, they just seem they have a more rational way of thinking about things, and they have more of an intellect of things. Even if I don't even if I disagree with certain things, it's still a great conversation.
Right.
But with Democrats, it's more so if you
emotional.
it's all emotional.
Yeah.
And if you don't do this, then you're not this and you're not that. And I'm saying to myself, no, I am this. I am a born American. I am an American. No matter who my family is, no matter what my lineage is.
Background, all this extra
all that,
shit.
whatever.
Yeah,
I am an American. Okay. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I've been voting since I've been able to vote because that's the American thing to do.
Right.
My Caribbean parents, my grandmother who took her citizenship to become a citizen so that she's able to vote, told me how important it was to vote. Okay, who came over here the right way. Okay, and I did all that, and I never felt fulfilled. Truth be told is, and this is no sides, and I'm sorry, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. I've gotten more money now with Trump in office than I did with Obama. That's just a fact.
I mean, me too.
I'm not dissing Obama because I loved the feeling of Obama. Don't get it effed up for them 8 years.
And that's the
key. I
key.
really did.
The word that you is
feeling.
Exactly. That's
the feeling.
Key in it all is the feeling.
Not the
Obama.
tangibles.
Right.
Not just
I'm
the feeling.
I'm very grateful that was our representation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was my son's first president.
Right. My son too. On a world stage, that was a outstanding representation
absolutely
for Black Americans throughout the world. Thank you, Obamas, for that. That was wonderful.
Right.
However, in terms of how the Black community has done better or moved forward or progress, whatever you want to say, how did we do that? And with any president, including our Black one.
And let me say something else. Back to Ice Cube. Ice Cube said, even if he said, I'm not even promising that something's going to happen. I'm just saying I need to have a conversation about this, and this man wants to talk to me. When the president wanted to talk to Meek Mills, Jay-Z told him no. Why?
Right.
So many things are so conflicting. So I'm not pro-life and I'm not pro-choice. I'm pro whatever you want to do, and you have to answer to a higher being. I bring things up because it's controversial. It is something on my mind, and when Source speaks to me to speak about something, I'm gonna speak about it because whatever I talk about, I've been through.
Right.
I'm never pointing a finger, but this is just a contradiction when I talk to Democrats and Republicans. So you have the Republican saying pro-life, right? And then you have the Democrats saying pro-choice. But then you have Biden clearly saying that an 8-year-old child should be responsible for picking his gender. I think that's fucking ridiculous. An 8-year-old?
Yeah.
You know how many little boys play with girls' toys when they're younger and they don't grow up to want to be a girl?
Right. Yeah.
I have mad brothers. They looked up to me. I might have sat my brother down and told him, hold his doll, and we're going to play like this because he's my little brother and I needed somebody to play with. He's not gay.
Right.
He doesn't want to be a woman.
Right.
So don't start looking at little things because they think something pink is pretty. They're going through their freaking childlike growth.
And
it's
they don't
colors
understand the societal norms
but Biden is
that
fighting
we put
for
on
this.
them yet. Yeah.
Biden is fighting to give an 8-year-old hormonal pills. Are you kidding me? For that 8-year-old to grow up to say that I really don't want to be this and have other psychological problems. See, because what they don't discuss is the other side of when people change their gender.
Yeah.
It's not always good. They're depressed. They're suicidal. They wish they didn't do it. So you're putting this on an 8-year-old that could barely digest school and sit down. They have to take naps just to get through the next fucking activity in school that they have to do, which maybe just be coloring.
Right.
But this is what Biden is fighting for. What do you feel about that, Democrats? But then you're all pro-life and me down my damn throat.
They have no feeling about
nothing.
it. That's the thing.
That's
because
the thing.
They don't look at any real hard facts. They only look at. I understand.
They just hate Trump. And I understand that.
That's the only thing that they're saying is that we got to get him out. And I get that. I totally do. I really, really do. I understand why everybody hates Trump.
Right.
Fine.
Right.
The other side of the coin is
it's a game.
Right. What is going to happen with these people, or what has been happening with these people, and that's the part that we don't want to look at. We just going to keep, turning a blind eye on that because, I like to say it, you ain't black. if you don't vote Democrat. Like, that's it.
That's what Biden said.
That is what Biden said.
Biden said that, and that was accepted.
You ain't black.
They jumped down my throat. They jumped down my throat when I said something about Cardi B representing the Democratic and being the celebrity, the spoken celebrity for that party. Jumped me on Facebook. I was Facebook jumped, black eyes, bloody nose and everything. That's what I felt like virtually, okay? But when Ice Cube, and she's talking about and all this other stuff, which is so inappropriate. It was disgusting. It's inappropriate. Is this a comedy show? Like, what are we doing? And they said, well, the Republicans got Kid Rock. Okay. But as soon as Ice Cube's saying, look, I'm not making no promises. They might not keep up the plans. I understand all this.
Right.
All I know is this man is willing to talk to me, and I want to see what he got to say. That's it. That's what he's saying, and they want to talk to me. Jay-Z has more power than some of the people that's on the Black Caucus. So if they wanted Jay-Z to speak, what do you mean that he's not an expert? It doesn't mean that he does not have the experts around him to assist him in what he has to say. He's the chosen one.
Exactly.
So why are we dissing the chosen one?
It's a few different reasons you have to understand. One, we've been talking about it again this whole year is about ego death. Everybody else wants to be the one. They all want to be the Messiah. So there's that part that people have to separate as well. And then outside of that, it's just this, we just blindly follow the leader as opposed to looking at things logically just over and over again. And,
we're always looking for the leader, and the leader is within because we're looking for somebody to blame. If we focus on, we already talked about our own party and everything, and it can become redundant, right? But our focus, okay, so my thing is Democrats, and again, we're not even saying that we're not voting Republican, we're not voting Democrat. We don't even know what we're going to do at this point, right? However, what is the end game? Because you know that Biden is not capable. He can barely form a sentence. So we know that. So you're banking on Kamala. Kamala, who is a prosecutor, who has her. I'm not saying she was all bad. Okay, I'm not gonna put that on her. But what I know about prosecutors, they got a stain on them.
Everybody knows that, right?
They stink. They just want to win because all prosecutors, 90% of prosecutors want to become what? Politicians. And if you have a great record of locking motherfuckers up and convictions, you're going to become that. And you're shaking hands with the judge. She know how this works. So I don't know what type of representation that you want for her that she's going to give to us when Ice Cube went to them with the plan as well, and they didn't want to talk to him about it.
They said after the election, so that's the other excuse that everybody else is putting up. Oh, it's bad timing. Yeah. Like, so when is
he's just in over his head?
It's bad timing when somebody gets shot in the motherfucking street. It's bad timing that our kids in all over this country still have lead in their water. It's bad timing that we get treated poorly in the healthcare industry, in the educational system. We are red line. We're not able to get loans at the same rate. We're not able to get more. All of those things have extreme bad timing. So when is it ever going to be the right time? There's never going to be a right time. And at the end of the day, there has to be somebody that is ready to negotiate. If y'all still scared and you still are just poor and weak and don't believe in yourselves enough and believe in our community enough, then shut the fuck up.
Please.
That's the bottom line. Like, I keep saying that about reparations because this is what this is.
Right.
That's something else that nobody wants to say the word. This is our fucking reparations. And if we are to get reparations, we gotta work with the U.S. government because they're the ones that owe it to us.
Period.
Just like all of the other countries throughout the world that owe us reparations too. So y'all just need to shut the fuck up and see if you get a goddamn check. Because I don't know why this is so hard to understand.
Let me tell you something. Because if Trump wanted to talk to me, I am not an expert by far.
Exactly.
But if he wanted to talk to me, there's a couple people.
I'm going to say what the fuck we got to say about the black community, goddamn it.
And I'm going to call a couple people up and say, hey, you're better at it than me. If he asks me these questions, how should I answer it? What should I say? How can I direct him to you? Because I need the help. But he wants to speak to me.
Exactly.
Why not?
Speak to him at all?
Why?
Nope. I just can't see
Nope,
Trump.
never mind, I hate you.
Nope. That's ridiculous.
That's so dumb. It's a conversation.
And that's the thing. I feel like, black people, specifically black Americans, we just like complaining. We like to hear ourselves say these things over and over again. We're so used to this we shall overcome type of mentality and vibe in our lives that we just can't see, like, okay, the forest through the trees. Like, look, there's something else greater on the other end of this. I'm not saying that, again, just like he said, nobody said that Trump is going to do anything. anything.
Right.
And also, nobody said that the Democrats are going to do anything, which they have not. Even though we're supposed to be all Democrats, they have yet to do anything specifically for our community.
And when you ask our community, they say, "Well, no." Then you go back to that and say, "What has the Democrats actually done for the black community?" They say, "Well, we got to do it ourselves." Okay, see,
it's always always deflect.
What
it's
is
always
it?
A deflection.
Everything is a deflection. It's never, well, I like the people. I appreciate the people that say, I don't give a shit about none of this. Trump gives me anxiety. I don't know. It's something about him when I wake up. He does something to me. I can respect that. When you say, I'm full of bullshit, I'd rather just the Band-Aid be on. Whether I think that's good or not, because I don't think it's good.
Honest.
But be honest with it. And say, listen, I'm fearful of all this shit. I want the Band-Aid to be on how Obama left it. Even though it's all of this cancer forming, I'd rather the cancer form slowly than it just hits us right now or whatever the case may be. Because what Trump is doing, I really do think he's draining the swamp. And I think he is America's karma.
Well,
Trump is America's fucking karma. This
and
country.
Another part of America's karma is running us our motherfucking check.
Run that motherfucking check.
That's another part of their karma. We must understand. There's services rendered that they need to take care of.
And for the Caribbean people that don't understand what ADOS is, American Descendants of Slaves, or FBA, Foundational Black Americans, and why it is you're just looking at it as your color. Understand this: when Haiti was emancipated and they beat their war and overcame, they sued France. France, it's fucked up, has yet to pay them, but for it was like $30 trillion or something like that.
Should.
But they did the fucking work and they are to be paid. So every island should do the same thing.
Exactly.
However, we all get together as one, as black people, to push the fucking movement.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, when it's time for us to have our own, like Sienna has been telling you on Moosh Boosh 1,000 times, we own nothing. We do not make this shirt. Bangladesh makes this shirt.
Right.
We own nothing. So then when we start to own things, we can import and import from Jamaica, Aruba, Africa, all these black islands, not to exclude anyone.
Right.
But primarily we have to take care of our own. That's it. We need something.
And what we need are
we don't need China to
is the money.
Girl, China,
there's no money.
There's
no
money
way for us to ever be in a space where we can compete or in this race that we're in called race. Like there's no way for us to ever compete if we don't get any type of financial support from the people that took it from us.
There are people in North Carolina, in the Carolinas right now, in Virginia right now, that own white people that own houses and land that the descendants owned, but it was stolen from them. So it does not even belong to them. They're living on the houses of plantations that once the black slaves were freed, they built their own and it was taken from them. And I hate to not have the facts down here. When I come back, or I'll post it on my page, the facts that when the law was passed and they were able to get their own, but whatever law they passed, they basically stole the land from them. So it's not even theirs. Those are things, if their people check their lineage, they can get their fucking land back from these banks. There are trust fund babies that are still living off of slavery freaking wealth.
They know that.
The banks.
And this is the thing.
Give us our money.
This is the thing.
Reparations.
That black people know. Like now, I'm thinking about the people that I interact with on social media. You interact with on social media.
Yeah.
They know this information.
100%.
I'm telling you, it's literally they just have no confidence in themselves, in the community, thus themselves.
They want the trinkets.
So they don't believe that anything like this could ever happen. So like, that was the other defense that I got too, is that Biden already knows it's never gonna happen. So that's another reason.
Biden has no faith, no trust, no plans, because it's just not going to happen for us. And I'm sick and I don't want to hear about minorities is not a race. Nope. We're speaking specific to black. Anybody, any other race, any other person
what Ice Cube
that
is
wants
doing for once. Thank you.
That wants to fight their shit and what they're supposed to be owed. And if they think America owed them something, get that shit.
Absolutely, as you should.
Get it.
And
but don't come over here
they already did. That's the thing about it. They already got theirs.
But don't come over here jumping on the back, because let me tell you something. When we're out here picketing and fighting and for justice and forming organizations, whether it's BLM or whatever, okay? We're doing that. So don't bring your ass over here as a minority and reap the benefits of all the blood, sweat, tears, hoses, dog bites, and everything, Jim Crow and everything that we went through, and sit back and don't want to fucking support us, but want to reap the benefits of what we fighting. So fuck that, whatever, lift every voice plan from the Democrats, because that's not specific to us. We are talking, like we said, it's not about excluding, but we're talking specific to fucking us, like the Jews, like the Italians, like the Portuguese, and everybody else that fucking comes over here.
Right.
And what about the people that built this shit?
And the thing about it, Tamika, is what I keep saying over and over again, is we have to be dealt with specifically because we're always dealt with specifically. They always target us specifically in a host of ways that no other group or demographic is dealing with to the extent that we are.
Yes.
Like they really target us in a specific type of way. We have a whole set
prison to pipeline. Hello?
Everything
starts from the school.
Everything is targeted at us, but yet and still, when we now are looking at something specifically for us, it doesn't make sense anymore.
Right.
How could we ever get something like that?
Right.
That's why we need it. That's why it's due to us, because they have always targeted us.
Absolutely.
So target us with that motherfucking check.
And that's why I said when we vote, we need to vote like the Jews. We need to vote like the Chinese. We need to vote like the Italians. We need to start. If we want somebody to really be our leaders, we need to really promote them, pay for them.
And what are you going to do to do our
we got to pay people off.
Exactly.
You got to pay judges off. This is what's happening. Stop playing like, if we vote this person to office, everything's going to be great. No, you got to pay your judge off. You got to know your prosecutors.
That's that democratic mess that
bullshit
they think.
We shall overcome and everyone's going to save us.
And it's not true.
You've been saying this forever. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry, babe. I'm
say it. No,
and I'm going to reiterate it over and over and over again because it was an epiphany to me when I watched the Yusuf Hawkins documentary. And I see what happened when Mayor David Dinkins at the time went into Yusuf Hawkins' parents' home and was talking to them as if he cared. And I'm not saying he didn't care, but it was still political Democratic talk. And he told them at the time, in order for things to get better, you got to fucking vote. When her son died during basically some racist ass shit. And what the fuck happened?
Vote.
Nothing. We're still talking about. So you got Spike Lee, because this is a high profile claim. You got Reverend Al Sharpton that just came off of a high profile case with fucking Tawana Brawley. Okay. And you got Spike Lee, who you always have a celebrity when it's a high profile case, racial case. And the first thing he says in the fucking camera in the news, it says, because we have to vote.
That's
because we have to vote. And that's in the 80s.
And that's the thing. See, black people, we still think that we're in, like, I don't know, 1960 something or whatever, and we're in it's a new age. It's a completely different playing field that we're on. We don't have, it's not necessary for us to, I understand, you know, I'm always a person, I understand protests, I get it. We need to do it. I think that's a very beginner place to start to feel out where it is that you want to be when it comes to a movement. So those type of groupings together, gatherings, congregating is important, because that is how you start to find these other groups and where to go. So it's important. But there has to be something after that. And it has to be more than just voting. Don't you think that our ancestors eventually would say, like, okay, so now you guys get it that you need to vote. Yeah. So what are we doing with these votes? How does voting benefit us? That's the point of it.
That's all voting is. When you
vote, what everybody else is looking for. That's why they both sides pander to us. Because they want our votes. They want us to support them. Why? Right. What are we getting in return? Just to say, oh, black women came out in droves this year and supported this candidate. And then what the fuck for our country or for our specific community? Our kids still getting shot in the fucking streets. We still
school
got
system
dirty
is horrible.
ass water in Flint and in Newark and everywhere else. Right. So, like, I mean, I don't understand.
I don't understand. And at this point, again, politics are just games. So we have to be in it to win it. So as best way as we can. Because no one's specifically on our side. Nope. They're not. Nope. They're not. They're not.
They keep showing us, like, to me, the Dems keep showing over and over again for year after year after year that they are just kind of patronizing us, just keeping us at bay.
Just stay right here.
Just
we got
like,
you.
You know, hey,
look, we got welfare in Section 8.
And the group keeps expanding when it comes to minorities, when it comes to people of color, when it comes to low income. The group just expands, which is great. Now all these people can get rights. Wonderful. But this community that is, again, targeted the most in all of these ways, that's why that lift every voice shit really pisses me off.
It was an insult. It was such an insult.
writing all of this shit at the top about all of the horrible things. 64% of us are, have this type of ailment or don't get business loans or what are all of these horrible, statistics about black people. But then at the bottom of it, when they say what the action actually is, they don't say anything other than people of color, minorities, and low income. Right. That ain't black. Right. That doesn't say black. Right. That doesn't mean that can come to you as a black person. And it opens up this whole Pandora's box for mad other people to get this. So if we're not aware, if we didn't know, if whatever, and then I guess that's a part of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. If you don't know, then I guess you just can't get it, right? Yeah. So again, still in the same scenario that we've been in before. So
agreed. And we can't reiterate it enough to people. Like we said, whoever thinks they're owed anything from any minority, go get yours. The beautiful thing, what will make it even better, is if we all could really come together and do a big movement and help one another with everything. However, right now, every man for himself. Well, every race for itself, in a sense, when it comes to whatever the fuck you got to get from America. Because I know it's not just we. It's just us. They owe. No. They owe a lot of people. So go get yours, but don't knock what we're doing and don't ride the coattail and then reap the benefits of our blood, sweat, and tears. That's not fair to say, oh, just mind your business, stay quiet, leave everything alone. And then when it's time for the reparations to come, everybody want to come out the woodwork.
Exactly.
That's not what we're gonna do.
Not everybody in Negrita.
No, that's not.
Negrita.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Nope, sorry. I really want people to keep that same energy if reparations ever comes. That's the one thing I want to say that's in that 22 page plan that Ice Cube put. But if it's not, that's something that we need to add into the negotiations. Let me tell you. Yeah. On our documentation, it says if you've been marking yourself as black or white or non-Latino, whatever it is that it has, all of that stuff is there. So we have records. It's on your motherfucking birth certificate. It's on your whole whatever. So
if you come in there and say you're white when you know that you was born in Dominican Republic, well then you're white. You're not getting no reparations. That's what you said.
That's what you said.
That's what you want to identify as Rachel Dolezal
this whole time.
You went to Rachel Dolezal, so you're gonna be white,
right?
And when you knew your abuela was black as me,
right? Basically. What's that? Is that you that was telling that? Or somebody was talking about a joke like they always got the grandma in the kitchen?
That was me. That was me. Because, like some of my best friends are Latina. But what I love about my girls is that we all speak the truth. Nobody's feelings are hurt and none of that stuff. But we was like, abuela, I be telling them to lighten up the race. Meanwhile, she be looking like a black Haitian in the back.
Exactly. Basically.
She had the kente cloth on her head with the naps. Like, your abuela got a big ass nose. Right. She from like Congo or Maroon.
Right, Congo. Yeah, all the way to the Congo.
She all the way to Congo. From the mountains, baby, of Africa. But yes, this is the thing. I have this little saying that says the definition of stupidity is seeing the truth, knowing the truth, but believing the lie.
Yeah,
you see it. You can present it, and they will argue you down. I haven't really talked about politics too much this week. I did jump in one of your comments, though, because
I'm glad.
Because I had to just be like, I was reading, I was like, okay, enough. We're not doing the dumb talk no more. Well, maybe because sis, walk away. Maybe she's bowing out gracefully. Goodbye. Right. And she liked it. Yeah, goodbye. Stop. Get out of here.
They go hard.
We will jump you in it. Girl, they be jumping. The men basically jump me in the Facebook comments. They be in my inbox and everything. Like, it's dumb bitches like you that, honey, one guy, he was older, but he apologized. Yes, he did. He said, it's dumb black women, like, not bitch. This was another guy called me a bitch. But he said, it's dumb black women at you that's going to mess up the whole Democratic Party and what we trying. I said, like me?
Me?
I have that much power?
Little old me?
I have that much power?
That's what I always say about no peace, no pussy.
Yeah.
When they're like, what? No peace, no pussy. And I'm like, it's just me. Other bitches is having sex. I'm the only one saying this. Nobody else ain't saying it.
I bet there'll be more
just
peace.
One little old pussy. Y'all got mad pussies to go get. It's just mine. That's the only one that's on pause for right now.
Yeah, I'm just talking about my coochie.
Yeah, I'm just talking about mine.
No peace, no pussy. Yeah, so sometimes I just want, I don't understand how people make sense out of nonsense. How are we not supporting? Moosh, by the way, Moosh Boosh supports Ice Cube.
Absolutely.
By the way. And we don't get too about what you're talking about. I don't want to hear it. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're saying, how much you try to break it down, bring in the history. I don't care what you're talking about.
I told you my homegirl tagged me in something the other day. I was like, girl, I'm not reading this. I'm so
honey,
sorry. I'm just not going to read it.
Yeah, I got something too. And I'm like, and I had a rebuttal for it, but I didn't feel like going there. Like, I could pull up another article too. Here, we could do this all day. But no, you choose to take the red pill?
Yeah.
Yeah, you choose to take the red pill, I guess. I don't know, baby. Okay, shout out to some more people that just came in. I want to say shout out to Rahman. Somebody's promoting their comedy show.
What's good? Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, Artie Bailey, Michelle Savage. Hey, baby. April White. What's good? Cottrell. What's good? And Lioness Musu Riders. Yeah.
That's my sissy. How are you?
Oh, what's up, Sissy Pooh? We're in the building today. Moosh Boosh live and direct from Bravery Studios.
Bravery Studios. I love the vibe.
I feel like it's like sexy or something.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
right?
very sexy.
And
the lighting is
I'm loving our logo in the back.
I know, right?
In your face.
It's so beautiful.
Moosh Boosh, bitches.
That's us. No, it looks good. I love it. I'm happy that we're here.
You got like a whole Black Panther vibe today.
You know, I am just in my vibes about Ice Cube. You know it. Like I'm with him.
So he's such a king to me.
He's the only Gemini for me. I told you.
He's
a Gemini. And just like Trump, he's a Gemini.
And Kanye. And my brother, their brains, trust me, they're geniuses, yo. They just can't put it together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, you know, I've said this before. Yeah. Ice Cube to me is the most well-rounded Gemini that I've ever kind of witnessed.
I didn't know until you told me.
In terms of a celebrity one, anyway. Yeah. He seems like the most grounded and well-rounded Gemini that I know of. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We didn't talk about Triple Double. Hey,
yeah.
Shout out to Triple Doubles. How was that?
Don't look over here. Don't look over here at me like that.
I just saying.
Don't do that. You want maybe watch it.
I forgot, because Triple Double is sponsoring us, and we're going to be doing some work. But I want you to talk about who you met, how that went.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Triple Double. That's right on Central Avenue in East Orange. They did a whole event, and they had former NBA player Terry DeHeer, from the Clippers. He was dope. He did a lot of he signed my son's basketball.
Nice,
lots
go
of
Malcolm.
Pictures. Yeah, right. Shouts out to my boy Mackie.
Yeah.
And they did pictures. They gave out smoothie samples.
Right.
They had a DJ outside live. It was dope. It was nice. It was lit. It was a bunch of people outside.
The mayor was there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, the mayor was there.
Awesome.
It was nice. And
Black entrepreneurship.
I love the space in general. It's just so much energy that it brings to the community. So it felt really good to pull up, and they had like a DJ blasting music.
For sure.
And taking pictures, like paparazzi. It was fun.
Love.
Right in East Orange.
Right in East Orange,
Every time I'm in
baby.
there, I'm like, yo, this is right in East Orange, right on Central Avenue. So
yeah, home of Whitney Houston, Naughty by Nature was good. Yeah, we got East Orange got it popping. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. Terry DeHeer is pretty much a handsome man, I might say.
Yeah, he's nice looking. He's all right. He's all right.
We like Terry. And I woke up to a nice little surprise. What was it, yesterday?
Oh, did you?
Of David Banner back on my story.
Yes, David Banner. No, I saw that. I was so happy. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I already said it. That's who she's supposed to be with. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I know the troll babies in your pink elephant group will be very sad, but that is the one for her.
Girl,
it's David Banner. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna meet him, and we're gonna have a conversation.
Y'all gonna have far more than a conversation, bitch. Okay, just
I'll
let me know.
These 21 months down for David Banner, honey.
That's
within 24 hours.
See, that's what No Peace, No Pussy's about. If you're gonna give it up, it should be like David Banner deserves some WAP.
Backed up.
He gets the WAP.
21 months.
To me, Ice Cube, I already know his wife is taking care of him for years and years. He deserves the WAP.
His
you know
beautiful
what I mean?
stuff. He's so beautiful. Oh my God.
It's the intellect. It's that he's so. He's attractive to me too, but
absolutely.
So smart. So
smart.
The intellect, man, you could start talking, man.
Penny dropper. When
so
you're
sexy,
intellectual.
So sexy.
And he's a protector.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
He's super a protector. Like even when you watch a documentary of what was the name of Straight Outta Compton, and who he was and how he was, he's just a leader.
Yeah.
He goes for what he wants. Like he said they said I was a sellout when I started acting. They said I was a sellout when I left NWA.
Yeah.
They said I was a sellout, something else that he did. So he used to being called a sellout from his own people at this point. Y'all are whack. Y'all always talking about, y'all were down my throat talking about you shouldn't be saying this about Kamala, but y'all diss and how passionate I am about Cube. Like, you guys are weird.
Said, what about Kamala? Everybody hated Kamala before she's the vice president. Nobody wanted Kamala.
Kamala called Biden racist on a debate.
Why isn't Kamala the person then for the Democratic Party if y'all love her so damn much? Y'all didn't like Kamala.
Right.
Nobody liked her either. So, and we nobody wanted to go with the only logical choice that was there, which was Bernie Sanders again. We played him again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But okay, whatever. And I'm saying that, and he wasn't even for reparations.
Right.
And Bernie Sanders was the only logical choice for the Democratic candidate.
Absolutely.
But, okay.
That was like, we might just get Bernie, because didn't he walk with Martin? At least he walked with Martin Luther King.
At least his track record proves that he's always been a certain type of person.
Yes.
I respect that, if nothing else. You know what I mean? He's very straight.
Kamala's track record isn't like
it's not
Bernie's.
Nobody.
It's just not. And I don't care if he's white. Bernie just seems to me a little more trustworthy about us.
If we gotta pick another white man, like, damn.
It would have been Bernie.
I would have preferred Bernie too, at least. But, nobody wanted to do that. They dragged Kamala the whole time for the most part. And now she's, with the Great White Hope and shit.
Right. And when I believe she had a debate against Biden or someone before, and she basically called Biden a racist before. Yeah. All bets are off when you debate. I get that. But you believe that shit.
Exactly.
You believed it. So it's just all a bunch of freaking games. And at the end of the day, listen, no matter who gets the fucking popular vote, the Electoral College is the one that says, we like them.
My friend said it right.
It's bullshit.
He said the only states that really even matter are those swing states. That's it. Everything else is pretty much already determined.
Right.
It's just, that's what we're always watching when we're watching the election and stuff.
Yeah.
Are those specific swing states. Oh, it could go Dem, it could go Republican. But like New Jersey, it's a Democratic state. It's already known. It's going to go blue. That's just how it goes. So, certain things in the South, we just know it's a red state. That's the way it goes. Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
It's just the swing states
every year.
And then Electoral College, they have I heard they just sit around with a cigar in their mouth talking, and they just pick. It's not even passion. It's just, y'all want him?
I mean, because what they're supposed to do is really just, they're supposed to follow what the people say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it matters in a swing state, because if it goes somewhere that, maybe the senator or whatever is a Republican and it goes Democrat. Yeah. So now he would have to go against what his whatever is, and that's like a rare thing that they say. So that's the only thing that really matters are those swing states. Everybody else is already like, it's a Democratic state, got a Democratic senator or whatever, and that's it, or Republican.
For sure.
So, that's what we're really waiting on. I definitely, I just filled out my ballot, but I didn't vote for president.
I mean, I filled out I'm registered, but
I filled it out because, we have to remember, we need to end it on this right here.
Yeah.
On the back of the ballot, legalization of marijuana is there everywhere for New Jersey. Recreational legalization of marijuana is there. So
that matters.
Don't forget about that part.
Marijuana matters.
That's the part that we need to vote for. That's right, exactly.
Moosh Boosh says marijuana matters.
Word.
Okay, so damn, I'm gonna fill that part out on the back of the ballot.
Do that.
Because we only needed 2 more votes, I believe it was in New Jersey, to get whatever law passed. They have some law passed already, because my brother does have his medical marijuana
the
card.
Medicinal stuff been here for years.
Right.
We're trying to get recreational now.
It's 2 more in Congress. It's like 2 more votes, something for Jersey, and the law will be passed. So yes, everybody flip the back of that ballot and legalization of marijuana. Why not?
It's gonna bring so much to Jersey, like so much money, revenue. Like it's gonna. Everybody's gonna chill.
Jail time. Less jail time.
That's what.
Less incarceration.
We were just talking about that too. Like I know people don't like Booker, but that is something that Senator Cory Booker has been really working towards. Is working on getting those guys, our people that are in prison for these petty marijuana crimes out of prison and getting expungement and all that other type of stuff.
Sure.
So that's another portion of it, that if this is legalized now, we can really do that type of work too.
And I like that you said, even though people don't like, look, we don't give a shit. I'm going for anybody that's going to help,
the work.
that's going to be beneficial to me. That's it. I don't care. When people, are you a Democrat? Are you independent? Are you Republican? I'm a voter.
Exactly.
That's it. I play the fucking game.
Word.
I'm none of those things that I'm attached to, because guess what? If a Republican Party I feel like is going to do more for my people or my neighborhood or my schools that my kids attend, I'm voting for that. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a fucking alien. I don't care.
It has to work for us.
Yep. Yeah, basically. You with that?
I'm with that.
Okay, Lorenzo Petaway said, peace, queen. Peace, Lorenzo Petaway. Hassan Ali said, nice show, ladies. Y'all are doing a great and powerful job.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're revved up today, I think.
We are. How do we get this? We can't get this on Instagram, can we? We can't.
No, right?
So I'll have to. Can I still do like my phone on Instagram?
Yeah, because you know
I'll
what?
do that next time.
Even though I have this phone, I will need you guys' Wi-Fi password, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so next time I have my other phone, just use the Wi-Fi from there. Go live on Instagram, and it's great.
It is great.
Marv, you're great, Marv. He sure knows how to make it up to the girl. We came in, we had bottles of water, wine for the girls, our Moosh Boosh side, and he worked like a Arabian racehorse. You was sweating like a pimp in church, Marv.
He did. Oh my God. Yo,
that's that good coochie.
Thank you for following up with the right words to me.
Yeah.
Yo, I was just saying this to my cousin. Okay, then we got to get off. I know.
Okay,
I was just saying this to my cousin. You saw the meme where they're like, the angriest person is the one that smokes the most weed in the family, right? I thought
that was cute.
So I posted it like, okay, I wonder who that is, right? And I'm definitely that one. But my cousin was trying to say to me like, well, some of us are mean, some of us are. I'm like, no. Out of everybody in the family, who is people just gonna naturally be like, oh, she's the bitch. Right. It's me, always. And I promise I don't have to say any words. I've been agreeable as fuck to people on the phone. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Whatever you say. And it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like a little, I'm like, I'm texting okay.
No, I think you're just
text okay
because you're straight to the point.
Mad.
No,
like, I'm not angry. I just said okay.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
Jesus.
You're very blunt. You're straight to the point. I think some people may they feel more comfortable with the fluff. What are we on, Marv?
Oh, now it's just word. Now it's don't worry, right? I'm joking. Oh, thanks. No, that was good.
You know what I find, though, with you, Sienna, when guys say that and they're like, oh, I'm intimidated, I'm scared. And then they try to, because you're like a challenge, and men are super competitive by nature. Even growing up with a bunch of brothers, they will like see who eats the cereal the fastest.
Right? You see me right, I'm like,
but then it's like this mysterious thing. It's like this thing like, you know what, motherfucker? It's like a challenge with you. And then they love you. So...
Oh, I gotta tell.
Go, and then they love you, and they're like, damn, she cool as hell, and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I say keep that complexity because that's your power.
I'm learning to like embrace it and just be okay with that vibe. Yeah. I've been watching the show called The Politician. It's on Netflix. It's so good. So good. It's a Netflix original series. Yeah. And there's a character there, and I think her name is Astrid. And that's something about her is that, you know, her father keeps trying to tell her to go with her coldness. Like that's the best thing about her. And it is like it is the best thing about her.
It is. It's your magic.
Right. So even with me, it's like I always feel like I'm trying to fix it or change it or something for everybody else. But I know that's who I am. But wait,
code switch a little bit every now and then, though.
No, I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, you do. But I've been around all Sienna, so I don't really. I've been around fun Sienna. This like
you people.
I love who you are.
Me, like cry. Like
I know,
silly,
but I don't want you to change.
Things.
I love the way you are because that's our balance.
Right. No, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I know. I wouldn't want you to be different. It'd be fucking weird.
And a guy over the weekend, the other day, just called me funny looking. Remember I told you that?
Oh, that was so fucking weird.
God.
Men say the dumbest
guy.
It's so awkward.
He said, "Come here with your funny looking ass." I was like, "What? Funny looking."
Marv, would you ever say that to a girl?
Exactly.
Like, that's so weird.
And then he tried to make it be like, "No, it's like it's just what we say." So I said, "No, we don't say that to me.
That.
Like, I don't know who you say that to, but don't say it to me." Because now I'm like, do you think I'm funny looking? Like,
of course we're gonna say that.
I get, like, you know, everybody's different. You have little oddities. My eyes are a little far apart. I get it, but like,
but that's why you're a fucking model.
At the same time, it's like, don't say it.
No, but
like,
men are so doofy sometimes. Like,
don't say I'm funny looking.
Yeah,
nigga. Like,
not even goofy. Doofy.
I see your bug ass teeth, but I didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing,
and we don't.
I see a lot of things. That's what I didn't point it out, but I said like. I see tons of things.
I can break you right now.
That are odd, that are oddities about people every day.
Every day.
But I don't say anything about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's the adult in us.
I can still find somebody attractive, but I still see all of their flaws or oddities. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't bring it up or I don't say it. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you mean?
Because if I say it, I would be a bitch. Again. Remember.
And
never forget that I'm
when I say I'm going to be sarcastic and I'm going to want to be a bitch.
Right.
And I want you to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So don't say shit like that because it's fucking weird and corny and that's no swag. And
wasn't it?
1 point down because the rest, you know, you cool and all that, but 1 point down because that's just not
it was because
that's not sexy.
He said I was funny looking.
What?
Where
Like,
do you
come here
get
with
it
your
from
funny
that?
looking
Exactly.
ass. What? You get no coochie for that. The coochie was wet, and now it's like,
It did.
It's dry.
It changed our whole vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I had to
record skip.
I had to back up. Like, he was coming towards me, wrapping me up. And then I was like, did you just call me? Wait. Time out.
Yeah, ho.
Did you just call me funny looking? Like, do you think I'm funny looking? Like,
Right.
what does that mean?
No, I don't mean that. I'm just trying to say to anybody.
What
My
does
kid.
that
Okay,
mean?
well, say that shit to your kids.
Say that to your peoples. Right. But don't say it to me. And we don't know each other yet. That was really the key to it.
So now that we know each other, don't ever say that to me.
Right.
Because I don't find that attractive. It's not funny. And when we get to really know each other and you say that, I know that you're just bugging with it.
Just playing. But we don't know each other. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say one more thing before we wrap this up about girl code. And it's all right. And it's all these different lessons of girl code. But I do want to bring this one thing up. And I want to ask you. When you're out with your girls and you're taking pictures, right? And you're taking videos of your girls. And you know when you're with your girls, like I tell guys sometimes girls don't even go out to see the guys. We go out to chill with our girls, dance with our girls, and have fun. We don't even want to be bothered with you sometimes.
Yeah.
We want to look fly. We want to get a drink. We might want to flirt, treat you as our boy toy, go out and create a memory, and do shit with our girls. Okay.
Sidebar, that is the best part about going to gay clubs. I'm sorry,
I love gay clubs.
but just go ahead.
No, male gay clubs I love.
That is the best part about going to gay clubs.
Because they don't bother you.
They're
And
not
you can,
fucking with you.
Right. And you can just
like,
dance.
you're beautiful. And I'm like, you're beautiful.
I just had this conversation
and that's
today.
it. Like, that's all you do. It's so
Shout
much
out to Rob
fun.
Plummer.
Work.
I think I had this conversation with him today. That's so funny about going to gay clubs and the benefits of going to gay clubs.
It's fun.
But so you go out with your girls because you can do the shit that with your girls that you're not gonna do in the middle of the club. Like I'm not gonna bend over and make it clap, but with my girls in a circle, little area, right? So when you're doing that, and you're taking pictures of your girls. Let me just ask you. It's a little quiz. I mean, a little whatever quiz. I don't know, whatever. But question. Damn, I had the word on the tip of my tongue. Shit. But when you're taking pictures of your girl or videos of your girls when you're out and they're acting whatever way, because that's girls' time. When you take the video, after you take the video, what do you do with it?
Well, I send it to the girl or whoever the video was of.
Right.
Like
So-
I
right.
have it and I send it to her.
Yeah, especially when you know it's not her most like I might take a picture of you drunk. Let's say you're fucked up in the back of the car.
No.
Anything.
Send it to me.
I send that to you. I would never post it, no matter how
If
funny I
I
think
want
it
to
is.
post it, right? Let me post it. Right.
A salacious picture, you know, you twerking a certain way, ass out.
No.
These are pictures that go directly to your friend,
Absolutely.
right? You never post those.
No.
So for all the ladies in the world today, a part of girl code is because you never know what that girl got going on, her brothers, her family, her sisters, whatever. And then you have a reputation to uphold and you hold yourself in a certain light. Girl code is when you have videos or pictures of your girl that you know that may not be in the best light or you never see a post like that or anything like that, send the picture to your girl first, okay? A word of advice.
Automatically.
Yeah, okay? And that's Moosh Boosh facts.
Yeah, and also it's a hater if you don't tag the person who you took the picture of. Like,
you
if
have
it's
to
a good
tag them,
picture,
so I'll know.
If it's a good picture and all the girls are in it, you gotta tag them or you're like kind of hating.
Yeah, for sure. Then it's kind of weird.
Yes.
But so are we wrapping this up?
We are.
Yeah, well, today I'm so happy. It's the reincarnation, constant reincarnation, but it's the reincarnation of Moosh Boosh live on
Bravery Studios. I didn't know what to say at first. I was about to say Moosh Boosh. Yes, Bravery. Thank you, Brain. Good job.
Thank you, Marv. This was great.
We appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Oh, you'll be able to see us on YouTube, on Facebook, Spotify eventually again. Our Anchor. Yep. Instagram will do it next week.
Yes, we will.
So yeah. Oh, Spotify tonight. That's right, Anchor. He's gonna do it right now.
Okay.
See, thank you for
we
that.
We the ish. We the shiz naive, baby.
We appreciate you.
Ayo.
Bye.
We did good.